Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Yakuza Kiwami. It's part 9, and we've got more weird shit in Kamurocho, only this time we run into more scammers. Yeah, it's bad enough we ran into a very creative scam involving an F-cup lady. Now we run into a bunch of jackasses who pretend to be hurt by purposely bumping into people and then trying to strong arm people for money. Clearly this is a scam, and for first time gamers, these jackasses will take your money. So with that said, refuse to pay them. That's all you have to do. Because quite frankly, it's obvious these guys are not, well, this guy is not hurt. So, simply put, just don't pay him and beat the hell out of him. That's all you have to do. These guys aren't really that tough. And I could certainly use more attack, meaning I'm going to have to run into Majima again. So that way I could get another notch on the dragon's skill tree, but still. I need to beat the shit out of these guys, and fast. So on that note, I've got myself a new skill, which is a running uppercut for the rush. And there's a good reason why I'm using the rush, so I can get the completion points of beating 50 enemies in rush. That's the only reason I have this. Oh god, no! I was getting jumped. That was unexpected. But it's okay. I'm ending this right here, right now. Yes, let them fall straight on their asses. And unfortunately, this is the last time we see these goons. There's 3 other sub-stories that involve them. And you can do them all here in this chapter. Or do them later, it doesn't matter which. But there is literally 3 other sub-stories here. And each one will net you a lot of experience points. So yeah. These quote-unquote assholes took that beating and they're peacefully walking away. But they'll be back. No, seriously, they will. And we got the completion points of getting all these sub-stories completed. And with that said, Nove Rich! Well, after this part, I'll stop showing off Nove Rich because while they are a rare instance indeed, and they give off experience points, some of them don't give off as much cash. But I managed to at least get 20 actions, and moreover, I found a Nove Rich for the first time. So I have enough completion points so that I could go and get to Bob. But before we do, we'll have to beat up these guys right here. And once we beat these punks up, then we're going to move on to the next one. So, with that said, folks, while the Nove Rich appearing is a... Actually, I don't think the Nove Rich were in their original game. Nove Rich is only exclusive from Zero starting on, remastering into Kiwami 1 and 2. And will make their appearance in Kiwami 3. And I just got stabbed, didn't I? Yes, I did. And will make their appearance in Kiwami 3. Because Kiwami 3 just recently got announced, as well as Kiwami Dark Side, which pretty much will tie in Judgment with Yakuza. And it's also voiced in English too, with Kiryu still being voiced by Yang Ya. Has he gotten better? I don't know. But we'll be using this little device to find any of the Taihei Boulevard keys, because those keys, again, will unlock some really good stuff. You need it. And the more keys you unlock, the better it is for you. Oh, right. Another Nove Rich. Wait. Or is it Novo Rich? Doesn't matter. He's rich, you beat the shit out of him. And kick him dead in the ass. That's what you do. Ah, good grief. Let's move on, shall we? I'm pretty sure there was something else around here. Yep, there it is, right here. And there's our Taihei Boulevard key that's in this alley. Now then, we've ran into Majima. Oh, thank God. We need to start hitting people harder. So this Majima fight would be fight number 4. I'm trying to keep track, I really am. But Majima's fight will basically lead us to getting another skill, which will increase the attack power of Kiryu in that one tree that will lead up to where I get a promotion from rank F. We got the climax. It's over. It's done. And this Majima battle is over with. So yeah, it's going to be entertaining beating the shit out of Majima over and over again. He's practically the Mr. Shakedown in the series. Difference is, Mr. Shakedown put the fear of God in you. Meanwhile, you're glad to just run into Majima wherever he goes. So, with that said, we have gotten Majima down 4 times, and we've beaten him 3 times in his thug form. And plus, now... Oh, wait, no, we don't have the one with attack damage yet. Shit. And we gotta do this 2 more times in order to actually get the rank up for Majima everywhere. And the more you rank up, the better. Because it'll come to a point where... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not Pocket Circuit. No. Oh. That shit's cringe. It's cringe. Because it relies on RNG. And Pocket Circuit. Yeah, that is one of the games you'll need to face Majima in. There's another game too that you'll have to face Majima in as well. It's called Mezuking, and eventually we'll run into that. Probably part 11. And I hope YouTube is... Oh wait, let me rephrase that. Neo Mahan does not tamper with my video. I mean, it's probably more likely going to be age restricted. You might as well just turn off the restrictions. But still, I would, in all intents and purposes, say that Mezuking would most likely be the thing that would get my channel probably age restricted. It's stupid, I know, but chances are it'll happen. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and buy the Yakuza training. I'll get Gotta Go Fast 2 later, but for right now, Yakuza training equipment's much better, because I could get more experience points. So let's go ahead and put that on, shall we? No, not there. This one. Perfect. So with that said, this will increase the throwing ability and also increase my experience points, but Kiryu's fighting power will be slow. Well, fighting speed will be slower. So bear that in mind. They'll have that little problem later on in Yakuza Like a Dragon, where that also ends up becoming a equipment. Oh, right. Oh, I thought it was going to be part 11, but no. Mezu King is literally this part here. Because I just literally saw a red dot. But there's a card to pick up, and that will start the Mezu King side story. And I'll probably be worried about that. Probably in part 11? Yeah, it is part 11, that's right. I ignore it. Because I don't see it again, because the punks are over it. And I ran into another Nove Rich. Let's beat these guys let's beat this guy half to death. And sometimes these Nova Rich will also have Sega in their name, as I mentioned. So keep an eye out on their names. And with that said, a little bit of blunt force trauma. And now we run into the bumpin' scammers for the second time. And these guys. This dude! What the hell? I have seen better selling from Dolph Ziggler than these guys. That's all that needs to be said. This man, you can clearly tell it's fake. He's just phoning it in. Still a better seller than Seth Rollins, that's for damn sure. Yeah, I said it. This guy on Yakuza could sell injuries better than Seth Rollins. So with that said, we're gonna have to refuse to pay these guys again. Because these punks have learned nothing. As they literally, intentionally took up the entirety of the street so you could bump into them so they could pretend to be hurt. Let's give them the business and let's beat these assholes down. So, with that said, round 2 with the punks. They're the same way. Just beat them down. Nothing changed about them in this fight. But you will have to face them again in the next fight. And also the next fight. The thing is, these punks all have one thing in common. They all, oh well, how should I put it? They're not boss level, but they take a little bit more hits to bring down. And also, these guys don't charge up like essence or heat or anything like that. But they will sometimes get scared when there's only one guy left. So, with that said, he's doing the Mr. Libido dance, and they're gonna walk away. But it ain't the last time we see these punks. Nope. They're just gonna come back, aren't they? And the answer to that is yes. But we got 10,000 from that, which is fantastic. And that means more stuff. And as we get stronger, Kiryu will become the menace that he once was in Zero. Yeah. Taking a Samus Aran treatment and being in prison for 10 years. I hope that never happens again. It happens again in Yakuza 6 Song of Dumbass. So yeah, let's upgrade the abilities even more, and hopefully we can push, because we got about 8 of these things. Okay, well, we just need to break the first row in order to break the second row, and the third row, and the fourth row. And once we break all these rows and get all this experience points, I promise you, Kiryu will be back to being the menace that he was in Yakuza 0. Oh, and let's go and get this Taihei Boulevard key. Eventually, I will find the locker itself. I think the locker will only be unlocked later on in the game, but finding the keys will make things a lot easier, meaning I might have to have some room in my, or at least make sure that I can put things in my box. And no. Stop dropping broad hints on that shitty game. Stop that. Shame on you. And I lost sight of the Nove Rich. Ah, damn it. Well, oh wait, no I didn't. He's right there. So let's beat him down, shall we? Because, yeah, this is a completionist list that you have to beat down 5 of these guys. And I've beaten down a good number of them between the last part and this part. Oh, nice. Slammed him straight into the ground. Yeah, that Yakuza training gear really helps. So, with that said, let's come over and get this Taihei Boulevard key. There's more keys. Lots of keys. And once you unlock a lot of lockers, that will basically up the completion list task. But, now we gotta face off against the scammer once again. And he's brought 2 other people. Oh, come on. Are you serious, man? Are you really freaking serious? These bums right here, they literally are trying to pretend that this dude just got crippling depression or CTE or something. Whatever the case, he literally no-sold a concussion, like Seth Rollins. But I digress. Anyway, let's beat up these 5 guys this time around. The things you do to try to assert your dominance. But we actually got some new abilities, and we might as well test them out on these punks in brawler form. By the way, I actually got the amount of times I beat up people in Rush. I think. Oh, it doesn't matter. This guy's dead. And if he isn't dead, he probably will be. No, Kiryu just gave him a very powerful concussion. But yes, they all got a concussion for real. Blunt force trauma for real. So how about these 5 guys go away? But no. Sadly, we gotta face them all one more time. But we got a colorful parasol out of it, which is a weapon that has a parasol heat action. It's not even that strong, to be honest. Oh, that's the parasol that Majima actually rolls with. That explains it. Well, actually, no, the parasol is really strong, but still. We got 5,000 from that, but that's okay. Or was it 10,000? It doesn't matter, because we got more stuff, and we'll be dealing with that in the next episode of Yakuza Kiwami. This is RVMan 95. Peace out and take care as we continue through Kiryu's Hood Chronicles. Seriously, enough of these scammers already.